women's 200 meters and go from there. So Rana, as you're the female guest on the show today, I want to know your thoughts on the race today.
So when Julian Alfred dropped out, I already hung the gold medal around Wooden's neck because, let's be honest, there's no one really besides Alfred who could have given her any chat. We were a bit unsure of what shape Shericka was in because I think she only raced twice, right? She raced at the championships and then she's done the rounds. I think she raced twice in the Diamond League as well.
Yeah.
But you could tell she wasn't fit. And even though the championships came quite late, she still wasn't great. She looked all right in the semis, a lot better than I thought she would. But I think I was open to any one of the medals. I actually did, in my mind, I had Amy Hunt down after her personal best yesterday for a medal. I thought she was going to get bronze, but she did one better and got a silver, which I think is well-deserved. She's got the right mentality in it. She might not have all the speed, not like Dina. She's not as fast as Dina is, but she's got the right mentality. And I think she's just built on a really good start of the season. She started out the gate really well in the 100, and then she's built. Melissa turned the jets on that, on the cut. Boy, the race was over. After like 25 meters, I was like, well, what's going to happen?
On that, me and Jacob messaged each other straight after, and Jacob said halfway through the race, he didn't even look at first place anymore.
It was useless.
I didn't even look at her clock straight away. I was like, I genuinely don't care, bro.
Yeah.
She was...
As soon as she came up the bend, I said, "Okay, let me just watch the rest of the race behind her, because that's what matters now. That's part done. Yeah, that's done. Let me see second, second, third. That's what I was watching. So no, go on.
Yeah, I also think that I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, with how Dina finished, because she came around the bend really well. I was like, yeah, Dina, okay, you've run the bend like we know you can, and then she just faded. And the time, 22. What did she run? 22.6.
22.43 actually.
Yeah,
may as well have been 22.6.
That's poor. For an athlete of Dina's caliber who's been to 6 global finals in the 200, I really expected her. She should have got that silver medal because it wasn't blisteringly fast for the minor medals.
Given the times.
And I know that she's going to go home and be upset about that because that Amy Hunt, she's done really well, but she should not have beat Dina to that medal. It should have been Dina's.
Dina was pissed after though in her interview. She even said how disappointed she was, and then I know Jacob's got quite a bit to say.
I sometimes hold my thoughts on Dina because I feel like I want her to do so well. It feels like we want her to do better than she does for herself almost. So when I see what she produces in races, in big races, I get disappointed at the end of the race because I'm like, bro, you ran a speed where you're like, you could have easily finished second today.
Yeah.
The gold medal was out of the question, but you could have easily finished in silver place. But you come in the interview after, say you're very disappointed, and then you're thinking about, telling me, where you're going to be training next. I'm thinking, bro, you can't be changing trainers and making excuses. It's not the training at this point. It's your mentality. Because Amy Hunt didn't run a time that you haven't run. She was in a better lane than you were, but I've seen people win from the outside lane before.
So, and given how good Dina's start was as well.
This is the thing. She was flying off the bend, but then it came into the straight, and I was like, okay, cool. Come on. And I see her running backwards, and I was seeing everyone else push forwards, and I'm thinking, Dina, man. So, I reserve some. I just don't like her excuses. That's my thing, because I really feel like she can push, and she's done it, and we've seen it in the past, and it's like 6 years. We haven't seen it for 6 years. So that's where my gripe is with Dina.
On that, Rana, I was saying to Jacob, do you think it's a passing of the torch now from Dina to Amy?
So, this might sound controversial. I don't think so. And the only reason why is I don't think Amy possesses the speed yet. She could have a really great winter and drop that 100 time down a little bit more, run a couple 400s, build up her, because she's got top end. But the problem is, that last 60 meters, most serious 200 meter runners, the race is done. If you are racing Gabby, if you are racing Melissa, if you're racing Alfred, if Shericka's there and they're all at the top of their game, race is over. You can't catch that 60 meters to go. And that's where she does her work. And today it worked out for her. But I think her start needs to improve. That drive phase, she was actually okay today.
Yeah. It's because Melissa was so good. It looked like Amy's start wasn't great.
Yeah, maybe. But I think that Dina is probably still the best British sprinter that we have. She did chop coaches halfway through, right? So she was in America with Julian's group. She came back, I think, only 2 months ago, I think. So she's only had 2 months with this guy. Then that's the guy that she was with when she won the world championships. She got that silver medal at Doha as well. Like, to be fair, I feel like we're being harsh on her because actually, for the most part, she generally does show up in the big races. This is the first time. These two are the two that I've seen, and I'm like, okay.
Rana, we gotta be
no, guys.
No. Let's be honest.
Say, guys,
No.
I'm not involved.
Rana, let's be honest now. Does she turn up in the 200 meters, or does she get to the final and then does this? What we saw today.
Listen, I think that there's a group of sprinters, right, that are there's a big difference, right? There's the Gabbies, the Alfreds, the Melissas, the Sherickas, right? These guys are over here, they're running 26.5, 26.6, 26.7. This 21.7, sorry. These are times that are, basically impossible. The last title that Shelly Ann won in the 200, she ran a 22 to win that title, right? Like, so the jump and the quality is massive. But then there's a second group, and I think Dina's at the front of that second group, the people who can run the 21.9s, the 22 flats regularly. And she can do that regularly when she's had regularly a good training. Now? She can, now I think she can. I think she made a big mistake going to America. I'm going to be honest. I think she made a big mistake going to America. I don't think America's for everybody. I don't think Darryl Neat has done very well this season either going to America. It's not for the Brits. The lifestyle of America is not for people from the UK, I don't think. She needs to go, either stay here or go to somewhere in Europe.
Sorry to cut you off there. Our guest yesterday, who's a sprinter, he said the exact same thing, why he's very hesitant to go to the US.
Yeah.
So it's just so funny that you've said that. It literally popped to mind, but yeah.
I think the mentality is different for the Americans, and I don't think it suits British, the way that we train throughout school and everything. Their schedules are intense and insane, which is why most of them burn out before the age of 24, because they've been running every week 5 races a day for the last 4.5 years, plus double sessions of training. It's too much. And I think to go from what we have, which is quite a cushy system, right? You get good money, you get physio, everything's covered for you. So all you need to do is get training, get back, to going there where you have to pay for everything, you have to get yourself everywhere, you have to do everything for yourself. I don't think it's suitable. And I think both her and Darryl need to come back to the UK and figure out who's going to coach them. But it needs to be somebody over here, or go to like Kevin Meyer's group, those sorts of guys, Femke's group, like Central Europe, I think is better. But I do still think that Dina's the best that we've got. She's only 26, guys. Like, she's not old.
No, Dina's 29.
Is she not? Is she
Yeah,
really?
Dina's 29, man.
Why did I think she was 26? I thought she was the same age as my brother.
Yeah. That's why you think Dina's still the poster girl.
Maybe it is passing up the torch, guys. I'll take it back. she's getting to the, well, 29 is a peak. 29 is a peak generally for women.
That's where my problem is, because you're meant to be peaking at this point, and it feels like you're going backwards. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So
I understand.
With Dina, I feel like the torch is. Yesterday I said I don't want to say it's passed because Dina doesn't usually lose to anyone that's British. Yeah. So today was the first time I've seen her lose to someone that's British in a big race. So now I'm gonna go as well. Yeah. So now I'm gonna sit there and go, I want to see what happens. But I think by the end of like next season, depending on what happens, that's when the torch will be fully passed over to Amy Hunt. I feel like Amy Hunt's doing a lot of work, and obviously on her start in the beginning of the race, she's run a lot of 60s this year indoors. She's run 100s to kind of like help her out in the 200. Obviously, the 200 speed translates to the 100 at the back end, but I feel like she's doing a lot to help out her race. And you can see the improvements in Amy, which I'm not seeing in the other British sprinters. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But I also think it's the pressure, right? Like, nobody expected her. She was here for a good time, and like they were like, "Oh my gosh, she's made it to the final." They were just happy for her to be there. Right? None of those ladies in the build-up were like, "Amy's going to get a medal." Yeah. Jenny said the Brits will get a medal, but I promise you, she wasn't talking about Amy. She was talking about Dina in her mind. She didn't say it out loud because I don't think you can go on TV and say, "Well, Dina's going to win a medal and the other one's not." But therefore, they were all banking on Dina. So I think for her, it's good she's come through. She's had this race without any pressure. You know what the British media is like, right? You win once, and then it's like, well,
you're the greatest.
Could you be that? Could you be that? And they also want you everywhere. They put you everywhere. They take away from the time to focus on training. So we'll see. Let's see how she handles that. But I definitely think she's got a lot of promise. And to think that she actually technically took 4 years out to go study and come back, she could be a lot further along if she hadn't done that.
She did say that in her post-race interview about the studying
Yeah.
aspect, taking years out, and then she even said that she was so confident once she got into the home straight that she said she knows she's faster than most women when it comes to the home straight, and I was like, boy, you're talking crud, you know?
Yeah, she
No,
said
it is,
I'm the
bro.
fast. She's got. I said I've got the best top speed in the world. That's what she
Yeah,
said. I said,
that's
yeah,
what she
go push
said.
it, babe.
I said,
I
You
believe her.
go.
I believe her.
talk your talk, young lady. But do you know what? Yeah, we did say yesterday as well, to give Dina the benefit of the doubt, she's been the face of women's
Yeah.
athletics in general. In fact, British athletics. Let's be honest. She's been
Yeah.
holding that crown for a very long time, and she's done her thing. She's a world champ in it. But it's just like nowadays, it just feels like Dina makes a final, and that's just about it.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mm.
I'm not expecting her to do anything in the final. Let me say it. Not everyone else. I'm just not expecting her to do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
I just
I
feel like,
understand.
okay, she gets there, good stuff. We'll see you medals. You'll probably finish 6th. We'll carry on our day. That's honestly how I feel.
That's true.
Um,
It's true. Last two,
yeah.
definitely for sure.
Well,
Last three, actually, she's definitely been like that.
Amy's semi-final, we all were not confident, but we all said she can medal.
Yeah.
Obviously, she ran a PB in that, and then she didn't even need to run as quick today. But it's just like trajectory-wise, like you said, if she can get everything right in the winter, she can run quicker.
What did you think about Miss Shericka Jackson's performance?
Me?
Yes. What did you think about Miss Shericka Jackson's performance?
Oh, I thought she got out well. I was like, okay, she's looking good. She came around the bend and she wasn't that far off Wooden. But that pickup that she usually has, she tried. You saw like just around the 100 meters, she tried to do the pickup, which she usually has, where she drives towards the line and she gets top to top speed. It just wasn't there. I thought she was injured. Like it looked like she started to go and then something
came
twigged
back.
that she sort of pushed back a bit. And I was like, oh, is she going to finish the race? But again, I know she's had lots of problems. She's been injured, like chronically injured. I remember last year I was so upset when she missed the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little bit of an America hater. I'm tired of them winning everything. I don't want to see them win everything all the time. I'm like, bro, let's get the Jamaicans back. Like, so when Noah was doubling and winning everything, I was like, can't have 2 doublers. Like, this is too much. So I know, like, I was really disappointed last year when she didn't make it. So I'm glad she made it to the line. And I think actually, given the problem she had, she acquitted herself really well. She's obviously not Shericka of old, and I doubt we're ever going to see Shericka of old because she was this close to breaking that world record. But I think she can leave with her head held high. She made a really good, honest defense of her title. She looked good, just not as good as Melissa. So
I don't think anyone looked as good as Melissa for a long time. This is like the best I've seen a woman sprinting in my life, close, like over the both races anyway. Well, Elaine Thompson and obviously Shelly Ann obviously had their reign. So do you think we're now in the Melissa Jefferson-Wooden era? Is this her era now? Has the changing of the guard officially happened?
Guys,
Old and with the new.
we said it's Julian Alfred's era last year, and 1 year later, it's now Melissa. Like, I think the time of eras is out. Like, we're not going to have a Shelly Ann and Elaine, Usain Bolt in both of these events the way that we did. I think it's just one of those things where there's groups of people and sometimes people get it right and they peak and sometimes they don't. But she definitely is the best American. And I'm surprised, to be honest. I didn't have her down. She wasn't the darling. So
Shikari.
there's Shikari, and then there was actually TT Terry was.
Yes.
It's got Melissa stays low key though.
Yeah.
Like with her, it just seems like it's just straight business and that's it. Like she ain't got time for the ins and outs, the talking, hearsay, all that jazz. I think she even said it might have been one of the 100-meter rounds. Like she just had to focus and that's it. Like
she's just a pure sprinter. It feels like she's focused on the job at hand. Nothing else is bothering her. It's even she's married already. She's young. You get what I mean? Like, you know,
she's locked in. So
she is.
you know.
She really is. Like, she's locked in on what to do. I feel like she can, whatever she puts her mind to. She says she can run 10.5. I believe her. She tells me she can run the world record in 200. I believe her. Like, there's nothing that she says that I don't believe because I know how locked in she is on athletics, whereas everyone else kind of is here, there, and everywhere. Scandals here, things happening there. So, you know, I feel like Melissa is. Right now, for me, I feel like we're entering a new era. For me personally, Julian had the last year. Obviously, I feel like she'd have pushed her this year, but she wouldn't have come close. So, yeah. Renard doesn't think so. She thinks that Julian would have
I think she would have pushed her,
I
but
think she would have.
I still think Melissa would have won anyway. I
Yeah.
just didn't see her losing anything this championship, and
Yeah.
to
Me
see
neither.
her double up, I genuinely, off the top of my head, I can't remember male or female the last person to double up. If you guys can remember,
Elaine. It was Elaine.
Yeah,
And it
Elaine,
wasn't World Championship. She doubled up Olympics.
Olympics.
She's the
Olympics.
first woman to do the double in a really long time. Like I'm talking about Marion
Hmm.
Jones's times. Those guys there, like what she's done is unprecedented. Listen, I think she's really, really good in it. And I'm really impressed with her performances. Like really, really impressed. She's got her head screwed on, isn't it?
Boy,
100%.
no, definitely. I was just looking now when you spoke about Shericka, like she's got the second, third, and fourth fastest times of all time. Do you know how crazy like, I don't think that gets highlighted enough.
Bro, Shericka free. It was only free 2023.
Yeah,
It wasn't long ago.
yeah, 23, 22, 23. Bro, that
Yeah,
is
like,
Spent the bulk of her career as a 400-meter runner. Like she only dropped down in 2022 to the
that is
2 and 1.
that is insane.
And it's a shame, really. Someone should have seen that in her earlier because she probably would have got that record had she had a
Oh,
little bit more time.
I agree. I definitely agree. And I feel like she's had a lot of mishaps in terms of even her own mistakes at certain Olympic events. You get what I mean? Slowing down the line. Like it's been such an interesting career. Like you can see the talents there, but it's just like somewhat not hit us all yet. But it's athletics at the end of the day, you know. It's year by year. It's actually day by day.
I think you made a good point the other day, Jacob, about it's partly because not to say anything to do with her, but partly because she was around Shelly Ann and
Yeah.
Elaine's.
Yeah.
Obviously, in terms of their star power, especially Shelly Ann, do you know what I mean? Like, and Shericka was just mad low key, like just another one.
She doesn't. She's not a vibrant personality. She's
Yeah.
just very business. You know, she doesn't come out. She doesn't talk too much.
Yeah.
Just, I ran. I'm off. Gonna
Yeah, like
recover.
you see in her interviews, it's not that she's timid or anything. It's just quiet, subtle. Yeah, head to do
Interesting.
the rest. So
Yeah, gotta love them though. But the 200 meters final was it was one for the ages, obviously, for the one that won. Everyone else would just enjoy it from the back when they're
yeah,
watching.
the rest were there for the vibe. Still, I won't say it's been my favorite race, but you get me. It was a great race nonetheless to see the second, third, fourth, fifth, like all
Yeah.
that stuff. So